We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Denver Broncos. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Wilson going to come out throwing. This one swung out to Williams.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. 20 down to the 10. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Javonte Williams, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, did the Jets miss this guy? Here's Breece Hall. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On first down, right back to Hall. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. When you look at this Bronco defense, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Here comes third down at 7. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. A nice little juke. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Jets, very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Touch 50, touch 50.
Here's Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And Sutton will have a Broncos first down as he'll get this down inside the 20. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Second down and 6 now.
Second and 6 at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We can look at this Bronco defense.
They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw.
I might call up in the fetal position.
It's not bad.
I think he's going to do that.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Broncos are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, just nothing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. Touchdown! Greg Dulcich, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Broncos 21, just nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They begin the drive with Williams. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
This 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Alert, 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 alert.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. That's going to be caught by Judy. Touchdown, Broncos! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Wants to try to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Broncos 12,
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he returns this to the 22. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Here's 2nd and 10. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Rodgers going to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
88, 26. Hey, take 26. Take 30.
Now Rodgers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. A give to Cook out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll run with Cook.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and
goal. Running left, it's Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, 10th overall. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Jets 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now Wilson on second down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On play action, Rodgers escaping the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Get 300. Get 300.
Here's Rodgers. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, this from 34. Zerline's kick is up and through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
Back north.
Now Rodgers. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be out right at the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A handoff for Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Here's Hall again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First down, Jets.
Rodgers changing the play, it appears. Straight ahead is Hall. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Just right.
To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end, not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Hey, 0-0-0. Hey, look. Gotta go. In and out. Let's go. Alert, 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 alert.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Good job right there.
Here's Wilson to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Riley Dixon now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Hardman on the return. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain
26.
nonetheless.
Hey, take 26.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Inside the 10. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Give to Hall running right. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 8. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Second and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Jets on third down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 16. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Drew Sanders in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
12.
Now Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. They get this out left. Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Broncos 42, Jets 10. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Rodgers now on first down. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Now it's Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's got it inside the 10. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 56 yards. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Over. Right.
Hall ought to give up the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll look to run with Hall. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
95. Right.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Now he's loose again. Javonte Williams. The race is on. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Rodgers now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And what a return as he brings us all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Rodgers pass intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Broncos, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.